line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet, not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up.
Well, I know we're a little early in the show, but don't blame us for this one. This was not all on us. Ladies and gentlemen, greeting live here from Long Pond, Pennsylvania. It is 6th Sigma Sim Racing Oval League in the Gen 4 Cup Series here at the Pocono Raceway Live. And the Tricky Triangle will now be the next step for these Gen 4 drivers who will be able to outwit and outsmart the field. You're about to find out live here on PC Race TV. Hello everyone, I am the Crusader, Christian Schreiber, joining you guys here. As always, it is great to see you all, great to have you back on the show. As we get ready to get down the action today here, it's time to take a look at your starting lineup presented by 6 Sigma Sim Racing, your number one Moza Sim Magic dealer on the market with the finest quality rigs to match. Be sure to get yours today at 6sigmasimracing.com. On the pole, the number 21, it is Corey Abbott. The outside, the number 12, it'll be Linton Norgard. Row number 2, and the number 43, it is the one from across the pond, William White. The outside, and the 18, the Rattlesnake, Robert Kahn. Row number 3, and the number 14, Austin Louder. The outside, and the 23 is Thiago Fernandez. Row number 4, and the 121 is Logan Keeney. The outside, and the 61, Chris Schussler. Row number 5 and the 22 is Jeff Folks. The outside and the 20 it is Andrew Hardcastle. And row number 6 and the number 2 is Chad Lancaster with the number 3 Arthur Clements. Your final seed today is Brian Beeman in the 41. The field of drivers preparing to go out of here, although I am not seeing nearly as many drivers as there should be here. I don't know what's going on down there, but that is not the field we were supposed to be seeing here. We only got looks like 6 drivers total? What on earth? Okay, well, we're definitely missing a lot of drivers, guys. Are they gonna just let them race this out, or what are we doing here? This is definitely not a full field. Well, I guess they're gonna let him go. 75 laps to distance. Where is Schuessler going? What on earth is going on down there? Where is Schuessler? What is going on? Like, I am genuinely so confused right now. Is Schuessler trying to get the biggest head start in the history of iRacing? I am genuinely confused right now. I guess we're just going to have to go with it here, guys. Well, I've seen the nature of what happened in Indy with Indianapolis in Formula One in 2005. I guess we're gonna get a little fun part of that one. Green flag is out at Pocono. Schuessler's like 21 seconds ahead right now, guys. Oh no! Well, that one went bye-bye. Oh my. That's trouble. That's a caution down the track. Logan Key just got completely just manhandled there, entering into turn number 1 there, unfortunately. And now I think that might have just ended that there for him. What on earth is going on down there? I don't understand this. Well, Chad Lancaster, I'm not sure if that was just mistiming or what happened there, but man, he just went right into him there out that corner, and that was about all it looks. Well, Logan Key and Chad just left, and Arthur Clements and them are struggling right now. I don't understand what's going on out there. Okay, so I just got word right now they're going to open up a new session, and they will get it going from there. So looks like I'm gonna have to join over there, guys. I'm gonna apologize in advance, but I'm gonna have to throw on the intro screen again. So bear with me here. I'll be right back.
Finger to the sky and a green light shining bright. The only thing I have in mind is the finish line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's race day. Crank it up. Oh, it's race day. Crank it up. Oh, it's race day. Crank it up.
Okay, I think we got back. I think we're good. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, I guess if you guys want some bonus racing, here you go. So there is the field now. We got most of our drivers: Thiago Fernandez, Elton Norgard, William Whiteson here, Chad Lancaster, Brian Beeman, Jeff Oakes, Arthur Clements. So now everyone is in the proper position. So, well, from here, just kind of let the drivers just go out here and just kind of put up some laps, and then we'll just see what we can do from there. And again, guys, I was not intending to go this long into the race, or this long on to the live stream here. What happened was, again, is the officials down there made a little oopsie, from what I understand, and then from there it was, yeah, pretty much just get them out on the track and try to get everyone back on the service as quick as possible here. So I will be a little bit quiet for now. Currently, we're just going to wait for everyone to get settled in and make sure we are ready to go for this, as everybody right now is preparing up for this race today. So practice coming to an end now. We're going to get them onto the qualifying session here, guys. Going to try to get these drivers all squared up. Time will now be clocked in on the guys here. And again, we usually do not do the practice qualifying session for these drivers. But for this case, considering we were already kind of live, I didn't really want to swap the cameras out and have to do everything again. So to get people confused, we already shared the stream around. So we're just going to we decided to leave it open, let you guys see the racing as it goes. So this is what we got going on now. Time running out now as we have clocked in Corey Abbott right now as your fastest driver of the seeding here. Keeps it ahead of Aylitz Norgard with that 53.20 to a 53.23. Abbott is going to be one tough competitor today. I guarantee you that much. With that said, time has come now. We're going to get ourselves rolled out on the track here. Here is your starting lineup this time again. The 21, Corey Abbott on the pole on the outside. Number 12 is Alan Norgard. Row number 2 is Brian Beeman. The 41 on the outside. And the 43 is William White. Row number 2 and the 18 is Robert Kahn. The outside and the 14 is Austin Lauder. Row number 4 is Jeff Oaks, the old Oak, on the 22 on the outside. And the 23, Thiago Fernandez. Row number 5 is Logan Keaton, the 121 on the outside. And the 61 is Chris Schuessler. Row number 6, Chad Lancaster, number 2 on the outside. And the 20 is Andrew Hardcastle. Row number 7 is going to be Arthur Clements piloting the number 3 to finish up the day. Alright, for sure this time. Field gonna watch their way down to the track and onto the sector here. It is time to get to the racing. For sure this time. No nonsense, no shenanigans this time, guys. You get out there and you actually race this one. Except maybe Arthur Clements down there. You might want to get that car moving there, bud. Gen 4 Cup Series about to be set onto the track and now to be rolling out in this heavy dose of hard slingshot racing. Robert Van Ness joining us in here. He's going to root on the hometown boy here of Pennsylvania, Robert Kahn, in this one today. So definitely going to be a very tough order here and a tall order for Kahn. He came off that win last week at WT Raceway and probably what I would consider a bit of a controversial race there. Certainly had its fun moments and its wild moments, but at the end of the day, when you can't get the race finished under the green, sometimes fans may disagree with anything else from there. Off down that front straightaway though. It's time to get them going this time. 13 going at it here in Pocono. Laps to distance. All pressure will be on these drivers and on their roster and the game plans here. No one will be safe from the madness or safe from the concurrency of this tough, as tough as nails kind of track racing. 3 different parts of the track, 3 different corners to drive off from. All power and speed used up well here. Drivers already starting to maneuver around a little bit of an evasive action here. Looking to stay away from too many issues. Jeff Oaks, the old Oak, going down low on the inside of the number 18 of the Rattlesnake. You know, Oaks knows a thing or two here, guys. I think he may be able to kind of figure this out a little bit. He'll be okay. Corey Abbott, your race leader for the first part of this one anyway. Only one lap down now on to lap number 2 of 75 here. Hale to Norgard right now, already looking for a possible passing opportunity. As you see William White coming off 3. Rear end kicking out pretty badly there. And again, these aren't ARCA cars, these are Gen 4, so they have 900 horsepower mixed into them. Which means all power, all speed, and no easy feats. Diego Fernandez right now looks like he's trying to keep his distance up a little bit. He's got Austin Lauder and Andrew Hardcastle right in that mix here as well. Yarm Roll number 20 coming back for another stint. Looking good to go to the inside there on Austin Lauder. Number 14 goes for a big drive off there as he pushes the glove pedal down even more so. These two drivers dead even, side by side down that front straightaway here, locked and loaded and trying to load off the guns and speed off in the distance. And this is your race leader gap between these 4 drivers here. William White, Brian Beeman, Ailton Norgard, Corey Abbott there. You can see just how far off they are from one another and how close they have to kind of project the cars. Keep speed up and keep that run going. It's not a whole lot of time to be making mistakes, not a whole lot of area to work with around that. You really got to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more conservative on that kind of go. Looks like William White right now might have a little bit of speed kind of kicking off a little bit off of turn number 1 there compared to Beeman. Could be getting a bit of drive off on that gap too, could be. Looking to kind of roll the corners off, roll the distance in between here and try to set the car up as much as he can. Everybody right now wants to try to be the one that topples the top spot, but again, easier said than done, a lot harder to get around. Logan Key, Andrew Hardcastle, both drivers now kind of clocking up here as Hardcastle tries to put a little bit more speed into the bind and into the mix. Logan driving off on the outside a little bit, and now Thiago and Hardcastle diving in quickly here. High Rock Vodka, number 23 in the arm are all 20. Putting the 6 Sigma Sim Racing 121 to good use here. Draft off the package, draft it in the speed, and let this one roll through the corners. Big runoff down that frac straightaway yet again. And everybody right now just trying to stay in touch and in line with it. Like Hardcastle having a little runoff on the outside, but kind of got trapped on that banking there. Austin Louder now kind of looking back behind the field, trying to find some extra gaps to clear up from Tad Lancaster also in that mix. Everybody right now close to the table, close to the regard, trying to make do and make best with whatever they got. Running it down, almost 3 wide. Yep, 3 wide just for a second there, coming into the corners. Nobody's safe from this one. Every driver for themselves here. In this case, Santiago backing off too much. Louder. Big charge, big run down into the corner. Looking back up to the front right now, Corey Abbott, Ailton Norgard, closer than ever before. Brian Beeman and William White also holstering themselves in position here. Every driver right now at this point probably knows that they are currently dealing with a high regarded track, a highly specified little angle, and a tough little position to have to face off against. Running back through here a little bit. Gap's starting to clear out even more so than ever before. Logan Key and Thiago Fernandez going to go at it a little bit here. Those guys definitely dead on the mark and right where they needed to play it at, just to try to hope for a bit of a break here. But the track right now hamstringing them just a little bit. I was kind of expecting a little bit more slingshot opportunities, considering the speed of this car and considering the power it displays, but it hasn't really quite done that yet. And again, it could be they're trying to lay off early right now, trying to be a little bit more careful. kind of surprising to me that really it's been that way to begin with. Thiago Hart and Logan right now. Both drivers making a big mistake there. Thiago getting loose off the exit, but it was the key that struggled through the entry, giving him the opening he needed. Takes full control. Arthur Clemens right up ahead here of Corey Abbott and Ailton Norgard, so lap traffic going to definitely be a bit of a factor here. It's got to put both guys on their radar here and put them closer than ever with what they're going to have to do. Corey Abbott right now, again, probably after thinking about what happened last week and everything he fight through there, I think really at this point, maybe just trying to keep some more ground and pounding on the tracks and more on the corners and looking to try to focus in carefully. And when and where he makes his move, where he makes his drive. William White, Robert Kahn, both with wins so far this season too. So obviously the door is wide open for whoever wants to take this championship home. I think it really hinders on whoever wants to try to make it or break it here. I like the way the speed's looking on William White right now. Made that pass finally on Brian Beeman there. Beeman giving him the opening. He takes control and now dives it right in. See Khan too, you know, he's been pretty quiet today, honestly, which is not something we usually see from Khan. Khan, he's pretty clever with the way he gets his tactics done. I've seen him really just roll the corners off, really build the speed, build the power back up, and really make him do what he's got. I've seen him kind of be a little bit more on set, more on the nose, and drive his wheels off on it. But right now, anyway, very, very particular and very systematic on when he makes his moves and when he gets that drive off. Pretty tight in a little spot, pretty close up on the margins there. All of them wanting to try and max out the field, trying to max out that position here. Arthur Clemens right now, a little bit of problems down on the track. Got him a little swirled up there in turn number 3, and now it looks like he's going to have to head to pit road. He's just going to try to avoid the grass there any more than he already did. Looks like that 3 just couldn't quite get himself out of his own way. They remain green, though, for the moment. Kind of a bit of a 180 from last week there at WWT Raceway. A lot of passes, but a lot of cautions also kind of screwing in there. And Khan now, beautiful pass there on Beeman. Found a way to drive on the inside and took control of it. And he dubbed it right on that nose and right on that drive. You gotta be systematically smart, and when you make your moves and make your position, you either can go big or you can go for broke. Most will usually tell you that they are going to kind of just take every little bit they can to the line and just throw whatever they got at the marker. But I think really we kind of got to look at it a little bit more carefully. I think what we're seeing here is really kind of a tempo and pacing of timing and control. That in turn is giving everyone a bit of an idea or a bit of a rough sketch on where to take that race off from. So 22 laps out of 75 completed here. Right now, Abbott trying to keep Norgard a little bit away from him here. The rest of the field kind of stretched out further and further along. Logan Key, man, look at the rear ends of these things. They are swinging right out there. Louder though, man, than last season. Had a lot of great potential, had a lot of great positionings and where he ran it from, where he was going to, and where he was trying to take it to. But unfortunately, as they always say, sometimes you win some, you lose some. In his case, couldn't quite dip his toes in well enough and couldn't quite stay where he needed to in all aspects of the racing portion. So William White now got passed up there by Rubber Con just a few seconds ago. They're running right through off turn 1 and then through the tunnel turn. Con now able to take control as William now tries to find some way around back to his back bumper and back ahead of him. Could it be though? Con is just a little too smart, a little too acquainted for him to kind of get through. The way Con is right now though, I mean, I guarantee you he's probably thinking he's going to have to sometime or another get a little bit quicker on the gas pedal and a little harder on the turns to try to catch the Norgard and Abbott, unless maybe he's going to pull a little strategy on them, which is very possible here. Con getting the lead away there from Norgard and Abbott. Both guys currently in pit road trying to hurry out. Abbott quickly on the nose into pits. Norgard was able to actually beat him out there, so it looks like that's going to be a very big advantage for him. William White and Robert Con deciding their fates here. See when they want to decide to jump in. Con's going to go in with White here, so now it looks like they're going to make their decision pretty clear. They're making a very interesting choice, laying out as long as they did. Jeff Oakes right behind him too. Thiago Fernandez looks like he'll go in there, so Ailton Norgard going to have all he wants to try to run down this gap. Norgard jumping ahead of Con and William White here. Brian Beeman also looking to kind of patrol back into it. Everybody close and tied to their momentum. Beeman got a little bit more ground off there, trying to catch there to White. Looks like maybe he's going to try to pick some maneuvers here and try to pull some muscles on him. Trying to dive it down a little bit. Clements with more problems down there. The 3 going into the pits were up here. He's going to pretty much call this one a day. White looking on as Beeman is right in the mix and in that spot. Still a good amount of laps left to go in this race. Let's take a look at the timing sheets here for Norgard and Con. Norgard right now got a lot of lap time back. Got about 8 seconds back on Con there. After Con pretty much struck it big with that, with almost a full 33 seconds. Yeah, actually was a good 33 plus seconds there. It's a reckless abandonment and just control the power. Just has no ends to his meets. Con's time this time though, only losing out on the hundredths of a second rather than tenths and more. That certainly helps out a bit, but that does not mean it's going to make things easy for him. Jay Lancaster down there has some problems as well coming from pit stop there. Looks like he got it cleared up, but that too got to be probably a little bit more annoyed and more bargained up that he's having a little bit of a time here, trying to get a little more runoff, a little bit more control at the gaps through the pressure. Norgard about 2 seconds and 2.5 seconds ahead right now. Bakan is slowly but surely catching in here. Might be a little bit of room, might be a little bit of a chance. Nearly halfway done. Logan Key looks like he's out at this point too. He's jumped into the pits and looks like he's going to call it a day there. Looks like everyone at this point probably just thinking a little bit of more and more of the long-term race versus long-term gain and long-term placement here. Can't say that I blame him. Chris Husler, the number 61 at Little Caesars Pizza. Yes, the pizza. Is out and about. The first part of this race, actually, and when we literally came onto the show, he actually just went right out, threw it on the line, and then he just pretty much left everybody behind. Probably jumped a start more than I think I've ever seen a driver jump a start, although I think the way they were planning it out, I think they set it up as just a little way for them to kind of go and just get a few laps around the track before heading into the next session. Way and wide, Robert Kahn now about a second gapped off there. 0.8 right now I'm registering between the two. The ensuing fight might not make such a little bit of a gap off there for Kahn to have to lay off too quickly. William White, though, again, with a win this season, something he was looking so long and so hard and so much for, finally came at his despair and at his expense. Dale to Norgard separating now by 1.5 seconds. It was 2.5 seconds about 5 or 6 laps ago. How the things have changed. Bit of a long distance travel road here for these guys. Obviously, I know that's a very tough race here. This is more of an endurance race, if you will. It's kind of like what we see on the Sunday afternoon series with the Porsche Cup Series. And just kind of their overall intuitive nature to just kind of keep the positions and keep the momentum up and going. I think a lot of it just kind of hinders on just trying to see what they can do, what they will take on at their fullest potential. So halfway done with this race. So far, Norgard currently just the race leader, but not for much longer. The rattlesnake is patrolling in quick. Could even imagine right now with what these guys are thinking and what Norgard may be feeling a little bit with the pressure bouncing off on him. He knows the rattlesnake is in range. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that draft speed has really kicked up as much as it has here. I'm thinking Colin might have something for him. Could possibly Colin have the winning ways again and actually find a way to go back to back. It's very, very difficult to do. Honestly, it really is. Starting to hamstring up a little bit though. Colin is getting to Norgard. Look at that power and run off. Every bit of it is just coming full circle. Colin Khan looking deep for his runoff, trying to find that corner exits. Seems to have a pretty good idea there. When he lined it off. Down from the exit there for turn 1. Now trying to catch him in the tunnel turn. But it looks like Norgard may have been playing a little bit of possum to kind of keep him away from it. William White right behind the rattlesnake and looking carefully at his options, looking for what he could possibly do. Does he try to make or break some moves off, or does he try to get a little bit more squirreled in? Really honestly, guys, this is really the only battle we have going on. At least that's planned out and kind of run it down. Norgard way wide. Way wide. That was definitely a mistake there. Turn 3 may have been Norgard a lot worse than he realizes. Khan now dipping in low. Drag race him right off that back straightaway. Khan not getting him there. I think he's going to try to set him up for turn 3. Norgard made a beautiful move there by simply just outsmarting him. Running him down yet again here. It looks like Norgard, after that big mistake he made, may have learned a little bit how to kind of keep Khan from trying to do anything too crazy with him. I don't know how much more Norgard can do to hold off Khan. I don't know what Khan can even do to really make that pass at this point. He's had a good line. He's had a good drive here. But yet somehow, some way, doesn't get himself in the proper position. Norgard right at the moment here, probably carefully strategizing tires, probably looking on as he knows Khan's there. William White, Brian Beeman, they're all up in the arms, up in the position too. They're trying to keep a bit of focus, a bit of momentum to gouge through here and looking to stay in control. Back around the lights line here, Corey Abbott, number 21, after making his little mistake he did earlier. Kind of keeping Austin Ladder in his sights and kind of keeping him right on the nose and the tail end of the field. But obviously, it hasn't gone to the full circle, the full square that they were really wanting to do here, really kind of stabilize up with. Gonna look back up to the front right now. Orgard, Khan, lingering their way through here, trying to see if they can take a little bit of pace, a little bit of control up. Khan trying to keep Norgard behind him by simply just in front of him. Excuse me, Norgard's trying to keep Khan behind him. And I was gonna say Khan simply probably thinking to stay behind Norgard and keep him on his toes and focused. A huge level of extreme. Lining it back down, Khan really narrowing it up. Norgard is just trying to stay out of trouble, maybe looking to try and put the pressure on. Khan finally getting it ahead of Norgard there. Norgard going to pit road there as I was trying to kind of catch my eyes back on that. I apologize for kind of missing it there. So but yeah, so just trying to focus so much on the other kind of timing sheets, see where our moments were. And that was where everything kind of played in exactly where they needed to. Khan and White for possibly the last time going to pit road. Their pit stop links certainly detail it. You can see how far they go and how far they'll get to. So they should be able to finish this race now that they have made the right adjustments and the right moves. Iago Fernandez right now going to take the lead away. Alan Norgard about 3.5 seconds, about 3/2 of a second now. Rolling up and patrolling pretty quickly to him. I gotta believe he's probably not too far off. I'm probably catching him and making a move off this here. And once he does, you know there will be some serious gaps head waiting here. Thiago going to pit road here, and now the race is on. Pretty much two drivers pretty much ready to take this one into control. Either it'll be Ailton Norgard, the man that has been dubbed one of the toughest drivers to beat out, and possibly could be single-handedly one of the best drivers in the Six Sigma Sim Racing Oval League. And then you got the hometown boy coming off one win last week. Focused, determined, and possibly more disgustingly prevailed than ever before. His power is immeasurable, his speed is indicative, and he knows how to race it with the best of them out there. Two seconds now, cleared up the gap. It is go time for the rattlesnake, and he knows it. He knows what he must do. He's got to be pretty clear in his control, pretty smart in his raw display of power. 20 laps now left to go. Norgard gonna roll it down that front straightaway here. He has got the race lead locking in, but he still has plenty of time to deal with pressure. Man, Norgard right now, I got a feeling it's just got to be lining himself up each turn, each corner, just hoping for the best, hoping for his time off. Let's take a look at the best lap times of the day. And, well, surprise, surprise, really. It's been just kind of a mixed bag on that one. Norgard with a 53.44, Cons 53.38. William White, though, a 53.32, tied with Corey Abbott, a 53.32 as well. Both drivers tying in some hot spots and some very fast-paced laps there. And you can see just how close everybody is regarded and playing into that sector. It's really kind of a hodgepodge of momentum-based and control. Khan looking on. William White still not out of this race yet either. That 43, man, you cannot close him out. You cannot let him simply be derailed here. He will, at some point or another, possibly look at taking control of the race, taking a full-on accountability to it. A second and 2/10 now. Only left to go. Khan is slowly and surely taking Norgard to his limits. You can see the gaps starting to intrude. Norgard, I mean, this is just gonna be a total fight out when he gets caught. Khan again though is not exactly holding down the charge here. Now I say that with a little bit of discrepancy here, but again, Khan remembers that he's got to save tires a little bit. He does have to be a bit careful on how hard he rolls the dice and rolls the speed in. So that could, in theory, put up a bit of a distance, put up a bit of a gap here. Give him just that little music cue, that little bit of a runoff to stabilize down. Now it's a full second separating between Norgard and Khan. The gap continues to shrink. 15 left to go. White and Khan, again, the only two that could possibly have a chance to take down Norgard. Brian Beeman, all of them are separated out by so much of a distance here. And Beeman, again, this is a guy, this whole race, honestly, he's been very particular. He's been pretty evened out. He's been pretty smooth. Andrew Hardcastle, Jeff Oakes, man, they also had a little bit of fun today. I guarantee a lot of them probably pretty keen and pretty smart on the instincts and on their tempos here. But they were not to be outclassed and outdone that easily. Norgard now only a half a second separated between him and Khan. Khan is just getting so much smoother in the corners. That's what's biting him right now. Khan's just being really particular on how much power he gets and he grasps. And that's what's been hurting him so bad, man. That's what's been doing him in. Just keeping up with the momentum and keeping up with the time and the pace. Not overshooting the turns, letting the car rotate out. Norgard now on defensive, trying to block and trying to get out of that gap. Norgard now in trouble. 3/10 left to go for the Rattlesnake to finally bite. Can Khan get to Norgard and pass him though? Remember, before he had to go to pit road, Norgard had him blocked out. Wouldn't let him go a single inch. He pretty much forced him into every move, every run to try to take him down. These two drivers are going to put up a fight. Khan a little bit too aggressive coming down from turn number 3. Got that rear end slipped out underneath him a little bit. Now Norgard trying to hold on. Time is running out. He knows it too. Khan is getting extremely impatient. I can already tell by the way he's rolling the corners off. He's focused, almost dead-eyed in his terms of use in terms of service. Lining up each part of the track, flying through each round of the race. Khan now has got Norgard in his sights. Here we go. 10 laps to go. This is your battle for the lead. Norgard will do every little block, every little thing he has to do. He will not allow him to just get by him that easily. Khan looking maybe to force him a little bit, to go a little deeper into the corner. Didn't quite work there. Looking on now, he's got another chance, got another opportunity. Possibly here, he's gonna get a little grip, gonna get a little bit of speed. Can he shoot the inside? Norgard desperately holds on. That was a lot of power to hold on to there. Man, oh man, oh man, you want to talk about a race, ladies and gentlemen. This is falling right up there with it. It was long, it was tough, but this is the grueling nature and the overall stampede and aggression you must take, facing the car, facing the track, and everything along with it. Khan going for broke. Going to the turn. Remember last time at WTVT Raceway, that was the same deal, the same situation. Can he get it this time? He forces him up just enough, and this time it is enough. He's got the line down the straightaway. 8 laps left to go. Norgard can still sneak his way in. But he's going to need a lot more runoff and a lot more time to pace him through. The gap in the distance is becoming very, very intense here. Both guys almost at a fever pitch, at a nails race. Tough as nails, fighting it down, kind of racing round. Khan giving up to Norgard there, the outside. Norgard does make the advantage, makes the move. They'll have 7 to go. Norgard now regaining the lead. Khan had it for a couple laps, but then lost it. Coming off of turn 1. I think it really hindered on just losing out of speed, losing out a little bit of the drive there, and didn't know where he was going with it. Possibly no opportunity better and greater than this here. Khan looking deep to the run, looking for the final push, looking to set the tunnel turn up. He's going for two. He's going for broke. Maybe a last-ditch effort, a last gasp. Swings it in wide. Khan, hang on. Both Khan and Norgard. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't even know how the heck you hang on that deep, that spot, that level, and just get that much speed and endurance clipped up from it down to the final 6 laps this time around. Which one will it be? Norgard bobble off turn 3, I should say. Illuminating and now starting to betray the speed and the consistency. It's conditioning itself. He may be in the mix. He may be in a little bit of trouble. To keep on behind him now, to get back to him will be another statement. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. How the heck has he done it this season? How has it even been possible? The Rattlesnake just continues to thrive in this nature with 5 to go. Everybody else just looking on, knowing their day has been a bit of a rough road and a long go. Maybe a little bit of a bigger problem for Corey Abbott was looks like that pit road stop kind of forcing him down a few notches and kind of pushing him to his limits. Thiago Fernandez, maybe just a little bit of the inexperience. Didn't quite go the way he was hoping for. Logan Key telling us no, he had mechanical problems down there, so that's why he is out of the race here. Logan has something to say about that, sir. It's a very unfortunate deal there. Nevertheless, we do appreciate you coming on board today. Now, lap traffic gonna be a little bit of a factor here. Khan knows what he's gonna have to do with 4 to go. He's gonna have to try to hang in there just a little bit. Be smooth in the pressure, smooth in the rhythm. Norgard, the only thing he can do is just hope and pray. This is the first season Norgard has not come out of the first 3 races and got himself into victory lane if he does not take down the Rattlesnake here. Hard to believe, really, too, because 3 seasons of Norgard constantly being on top, constantly being in that position, and this season has thrown everybody for a bit of a loop. But perhaps this has been the perfect opportunity for Khan to make it and break it in such a finalized, engaging season. You can just see how far everyone is shaped around this track too. Man, there is nobody here that is anywhere close to where we thought they would be or where they may be positioned out at. I thought these Gen 4s would give them a little bit more something to work with, but it does not seem to be the case. Again, though, they have obviously proved they can catch up and they get a run on each other by simply just waiting around and locking those tires in and making a good use of it. So that is something to kind of be at with. And here we go now. 2 laps left to go. The Rattlesnake looking on. Knows what is at his stake and what is at his position. I have a feeling he has got to be just sweating just a little bit, knowing if he makes one wrong move, Norgard is going to get him there. But even better for William White, if Khan makes a mistake and Norgard is right behind him, White has a shot at taking that lead away from both of them. All he's got to do is just remain keen on where he makes the drive from. it all hinders on this final lap coming up. Roll him down through turn 3. The fans on their feet for the Pennsylvania boy. Hometown man in the charge with the white flags patrolling off. And look at this, William White. He's got a lot of ground on Norgard here. A late race rally from the one across the pond. Credit where credit's due. He did not give out on that sense and on that level. That's pretty impressive if you ask me, but it may be too little too late. Off the final subsets of turns here, folks. The Rattlesnake is looking on. He's got his eyes set on it, and he just needs this corner through turn 3. Down the final straightaway one last time. The hometown boy is taking another one home. 2 wins in a row. The Rattlesnake takes victory at Pocono. How about that? A little bit of a late rally, a little late rush. All gain and control wins this one in the end. Quite a run and quite a stir for the Rattlesnake today. And again, all he had to do was just simply be patient. Right, literally, that's all he did, was just be patient to the very end of it. Diago going to tell him a little congratulations on that, but here is your race results, ladies and gentlemen. Con wins at Norgard, going to go second. William White third. William Beeman going to go fourth. Jeff Oakes fifth. Corey Abbott sixth. Andrew Hardcastle seventh. Austin Louder eighth. Ninth, Thiago Fernandez. Chris Schussler coming away 10th is to finish it out. Celebration for the Rattlesnake. And now we wait for our top 3 drivers to join us if they so desire. And it looks like the 18 decided to blow the motor out there a little bit. That's typical for him. Your third place finisher today, William White. Got him saying, see there, he had to change that a little bit. Yeah, he's got 1 career win finally in the Six Sigma Oval League. Yeah, he's got that one. He got another podium today, though. So good congratulations to him on that. Alinson Norgard popping out another little run there for him and his team. Takes it on home for 2nd place today. And that was certainly a wild little wrong ride he had to take to even get there. But success comes in many forms and many fashions. And then, of course, what can you say about the old snake himself? The Rattlesnake strikes big, strikes well, and goes all the way to the end to win this race. We'll give another 2 minutes here, and then we are going to start wrapping the show up with broadcasting almost 2 hours straight, thanks to the little mishap there. We had to go live at the wrong time, or I guess at the right time technically, but not the right time for the usual setup. So, yeah, just a little thing there to be aware of. So, 1 more minute here, and then, yeah, we're going to head on out here, guys. So, if the top 3 are going to join me, they should have by now. And it looks like they will not be joining me today. So, it looks like we're going to have to call this one a race and over with here. So, give them enough time to kind of get settled up and get down the track. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap you up for your show today here. Thanks to Six Sigma Sim Racing again, your #1 Moza and Sim Magic dealer on the market. Be sure to visit them up at simracing.com, SixSigmaSimRacing.com to get yourself the latest and the greatest. And trust me when I say it, I'm running one of them right now. It's worth every penny. All right, fans, that'll about do it for the coverage today. From all of us here at Pizza Race TV, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time when the green flag flies on Pizza Race TV. Wait, hold on. Before we go, I guess we got Khan gonna come and join us real quick here, so see if we can get him on the line here. So let's pop those results back up for just a second here. I'm gonna try to get in touch with him here. See if we can get him here. All right. There he is. There he is. Now we got him, folks. All right, here he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Kahn finally getting with us here real quick to finalize this one out today. Robert, long road here to success here and a very tough drive here, but to do this in front of your Pennsylvania crowd, I got to believe this was certainly one you've been waiting to do for quite some time, sir. Kahn, you got sound there? There he goes. Yep, he's talking. Do you hear us?
I can't hear you on here for some reason.
Can't hear me. Okay. Hold on a minute. Hop back in the old one you were in there. Hold on a minute. Yeah, mine's working. Oh. I know. Somebody done changed our settings around here. Okay, now that works. Alright, can you catch
There we
us
go.
now? Yeah, you hear us now. Okay. Well, Con, once again here, sir, I was just going to say you had a long, long road in this one, but a huge win here. Obviously, being in front of your Pennsylvania crowd, I got to believe this one's just a little bit sweeter to take home, buddy.
Yeah, that one was, man. That was much needed. Last week I won, and it's not that it wasn't like a long run race or anything, but with cautions and stuff, that it kind of made it where it wasn't like a pass for lead kind of deal. But this is a good one, especially last week when there was someone who mentioned I didn't deserve a win. So, and to pass them with under 10 to go to win it, that confirmed that.
I'd say definitely confirmed you deserve this one today here. Obviously, I know a lot of drivers out there thought maybe a little otherwise, but nevertheless, though, as you take this one down to the wire here, I mean, I got to ask you, I mean, what was it going to take to just get around Ailton there and finish this one out on top?
Well, I was trying to be patient. I was sitting behind him for a little while, just trying to save tire to make a run and try to make a couple mock runs before the pit stops. And with going to this last round of on the last fuel run, he hit the wall coming out of the pits, and I think that damaged him a little bit. So I kind of backed my pace up even further because I knew I could catch him if I slowed down a little bit more. And then once I got to him, I kind of pounced on it.
Bounced on it, taking this one home to victory lane. Who do you want to thank you for this day, Cadillon?
I appreciate you, PTM TV, Sigma 6. It's a really fun league. And I think that's about it, man. I appreciate you.
For sure there. Con, congratulations bringing it on home to victory lane today.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Hometown boy, ladies and gentlemen, bringing it to victory lane. Coming away third, though, today here in Long Pond. From across the pond, ladies and gentlemen, William White taking home a nice little third place today here. Now, White, you had a little deal there with Con earlier. You had a little bit of a drive between him and you. He gets you around, then it's hard to catch back up to him. You tried to use a bit of the drive, use a little bit of that power, but it didn't quite edge out as well as you were hoping for, did it?
Yeah, I think we did well in qualifying. Started fourth, managed to get around Brian, which was crucial for me to try and stick with Corey and Leighton. But then Robert was really, really quick coming back up through the field. I think he's had a bit of a poor qualifying, but he came back up. He was quick, tried to fight it, but in the tunnel turn, it's pretty difficult to fight on the outside. I kind of just had to let him go and hope that I could stick with him, try and get him back at the end, but it didn't work. So third it is.
If you could have done anything differently in this race, would you have tried to have earlier on, or do you think this is pretty much kind of the way you wanted to kind of come off from and try to keep with the points race here for you?
Well, I think all in all things considered, it's not a terrible result. I mean, it's an improvement on my qualifying. I think there was just too many mistakes. There were a few times I missed my breaking point, or I've missed the apex, and I've lost a few tenths. If I didn't have those mistakes, I could have had something for a Leighton. There's only a few tenths between us at the end, but you know, considering how fast Robert was, a Leighton was always quite far ahead of me. I think third place is all right for the points race. First and third, dropping Gateway, I think still in a very good position.
Very much indeed. William, who do you want to thank her today for this third place today?
Well, obviously, you've put on the show, Carey, Ben behind the scenes for the league. All the guys out on Motorsport, so Leighton, Corey, Andrew, Jimmy, who couldn't be here today, Tiago as well. 213 somewhere, Landon C for coming on board the car as well.
For sure there. William, congratulations taking this one home for a nice third place today, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, now for sure we're closing the shop tonight. So thanks again, everyone, and we are going to set on out. We'll be sure this time not changing this up again. Eliton has said he's not going to do it. So we'll see you next time when the green flag flies here, guys.